Hello and welcome to VChess. My name is Naiditsch, I'm a chess grandmaster, and we continue playing rapid games. And I will be commenting on the rapid game, so we have educational stream during the rapid game. There is no rush, so there is enough time for us to try to understand positions and of course to enjoy the game. Let's see who will be our first opponent. For the moment, we don't have everyone. Good evening to everyone watching. Good evening. The first one today to say hello is Hop on Rivals. Welcome, HDBM as usual here. Welcome, HDBM. Yes, this evening, Hadi, you are second. Hop on Rivals has been the first. For the moment, no opponent here. Let's try again to find someone to play. How is your evening doing? I hope you had a good day. For me, it's now evening in the Emirates. I've been watching a little bit candidates. Well, not very exciting games today as well, but it seems like everyone agrees that Sindarov is going to be the winner of the candidates. Nobody really tries to beat him today. Yesipenko makes a draw in a slightly better position, so a little bit weird. Okay, so we have our first game on the French e4, e6, d5. Let's go with the move knight on d2, because I played many games now knight on c3. For those of you who like to play the move knight on d2, let's take a look what happens next. So knight of 3, defending the pawn on d4. Knight on c6 is a rare move, not very often played. Now let's go with the move e5. Attacking the knight on f6, usually knight goes to d7, yes, this is what we have. And bishop on b5, so I would like to take here just to play short castle. I think these positions are better for white. Of course, let's see how the game will be developing, but usually these positions are better. So a6 we take, this is what we wanted, short castle. Pretty safe here. Everything is normal. We have the move c5. Interesting. So, what we do now at the move c5? Usually c4 is not so bad, so maybe... Should we try the move c4? It looks quite dynamic to play the move c4 to break here a little bit this pawn structure of black. On the other hand, there might be something like bishop on b7 now to get this good bishop here on d5, but maybe still white is doing a little bit better. Let's see what happens next. Maybe bishop b7 looks quite good. Maybe we're gonna play queen on c2, or first to take to force maybe bishop takes. I don't know, let's see if he's gonna play bishop d7, we will think about it. Otherwise, obviously, we would like to take. In case black takes here on c4, I think we're gonna take with a knight, so these are pretty straightforward continuations. Maybe we have idea of playing b3 and bishop to a3 as well. Let me read the comment by HDBM. I see Sindarov is a mix between Carlsen calculation and Nepos fast playing. Let's see. Sindarov, of course, is very, very good. He's looking so strong now at the candidates. Let's see how he's going to finish, but it's difficult to say something fundamental like Carlsen's calculation. I think all the top players are calculating very, very well. Of course, Magnus Carlsen is one of them. But who is the best calculator? Difficult to say. Also, for example, Maxim Vashilograf is calculating so well. Mamediyarov is great attacking player. Regarding playing fast, yeah, he's playing very fast. Nepomniachtchi also usually plays very fast. Yeah, to this I fully agree. He plays very, very quickly. And this is true. So we have the move rook e1 was a simple idea. I saw that it's not so bad to lazy move knight on e4. We have this option of bishop g5 and then rook on c1. We would like to get the pieces into the game. Rook on e1 is usually very well placed. So again, we bring the pieces into the game and then let's think what happens next. So I like to follow this strategy of bringing first the pieces into the game. Somehow it feels for me more natural, more comfortable, and also, in my opinion, it's more simple. In case you have very complicated, very straightforward, like take calculations, it's very difficult to play. But in case you have some kind of positional way of developing the pieces first, of course we take the tactical opportunities in case we have them. In case we don't, we just follow our plan. So yeah. Looks like we're gonna celebrate 2,800. Well, IDBM, as you know, I don't care about the rating here online. To me, this ratings is not an indication of anything. I think still, I'm the believer of chess over the board. I think this is real. The online chess is very fake, so it's not a real indication. We just play our games, we enjoy the games. As you can see, I try to comment on the games as much as I can to make the game understandable for all of you. I think this is the key, because otherwise what's the sense for me to stream just to play fast, some random moves, try to win? I don't see sense in that. That's why I try to comment. We play some games, we enjoy the beautiful game of chess, and let's see how it goes. So, we have the move c5, attacking our knight on d4, so we have to go back, or we're gonna go like knight on e2, doesn't look good, knight on c2 also doesn't look good, so let's go with the move knight on f3 back. We follow our strategy by playing knight on e4 next. This kind of positions are usually pretty equal, I would say. Because black has this monster bishop on d5, very difficult to do something against the bishop. I guess I should be able to play the move now knight on e4, because to take here on e5 looks like it is possible, but it is very dangerous to take on e5. I'm not sure it is working to take on e5 with the king on e8. Usually to take a central pawn like this, it would mean that black is going to be under very heavy pressure afterwards. Very risky decision. In case black is not taking now the pawn on e5, then the question is actually the move queen on c7. Why to play the move queen on c7? So maybe my opponent decides finally, alright, let me take the pawn here on e5. Yes, he takes, but it looks incredibly dangerous, and I believe I have now a winning continuation. Let me double check it. So, by the way, it's so beautiful here to take queen takes d5, but by the way, it is not working because black can take. Because in case black would take here first, we're gonna take back ed, and then we have knight f6, double check with a rook, and rook e8 checkmate, but doesn't work. But I believe that we have the option of taking. Now we have few options even. We have a simple option of giving this check on a4. It looks like game over because the black king has to go to e7. We give this another check on g5, so the line is pretty forced. f6, and then we're gonna just take the pawn on f6, and I think it is game over. This looks like a win, so also here bishop f4 is looking like a strong attack, but this looks like a game over, so we go for it, of course. Why not to play something that looks just winning? Also here to play knight on c3 looks like a win, because we attack the queen on e5, and next we're gonna take the bishop on d5. I don't see a defense after the move knight on c3. There is some queen on d4, but then we take the bishop on d5, and it would mean just a bishop more for white, so bishop more obviously is enough to win the game, so we can give him a checkmate. I think king e7, let's double check. There is also king on d8, but to play with the king in the center is not a good idea, so this is a one-way road for the black, because it's just gonna be a checkmate. So what should we choose? Should we choose to play the move queen a4 and go for the checkmate? Or should we play the move knight on c3 and just win the bishop on d5, which is equal to checkmate because we're gonna be just a piece up, and I hope I will be able to win a position with a piece up. So both is looking very, very good. I don't know what I should choose. I think it depends a little bit on style. Someone might say, okay, let me win a piece and that's it. Someone else might say, let me give a check and give him a checkmate because it's a beautiful checkmate. Personally, I like to win material in case I can. So let me try the move knight on c3. Let's double check once again if I'm missing something. It doesn't look like I'm missing something, so let me play the move knight on c3. As you can see, the queen is under attack. And next we win the bishop on d5. So we win the piece. We win the piece. It's a very safe continuation. Queen a4 would have been good play as well. So as you can see, so dangerous to take pawns here on e5 when you have the king still on e8. Way too early to win the pawn on e5, and now basically I think the game is almost done because we win the piece on the e5, so that's it. I see a question in the chat. Are you following the FIDE Chess Championship? Yes, the candidates you mean? Yes, I am following the candidates. It's nice to see the top chess players fighting for qualification against Gukesh, and I think all of them are so happy that they're going to play Gukesh because Gukesh seems to be in a very, very poor shape lately. At some moment he got to this almost 2800 elo, and since then slowly he's decreasing. Now he's holding 2730 or something, but it's not anymore a top 10 player. So just imagine the feeling for Sindarov. He thinks now I'm gonna qualify for the match against Gukesh and I'm just gonna crush the guy and I will be world champion. So to become world champion by winning against Gukesh, it's almost a present because it could have been Magnus Carlsen. It could have been Caruana, for example. To beat Caruana, to beat Magnus Carlsen in a match, extremely tough. It could have been even Nepomniachtchi, who is very, very good. But Gukesh, I think many consider Gukesh as a present on the very, very top, of course, yeah. So our opponent just resigns. This was an easy win because our opponent took the pawn on e5 way too early and got punished for that. So let's go with a new game. So next game we have the move c4. Let's go with knight f6 to see what happens next. We have knight c3. Let's go with the move e5. Knight on f3, knight on c6, all is very, very standard. Now we have this move e3, very popular line lately. Bishop on b4. And usually white is aiming for this knight on d5 next. So maybe let's go with the move a5. This is quite a random move, a5. It's not the main line. The main line is a short castle. But a5 is playable, so just a random move to see what happens next. Just to get an interesting game. I think against the current opponent, we have played already a couple of games. If I remember correctly, his nickname, Phidias Cyprus, I think we have played him before. So let's see how the game is going to go. Knight on b5, whoa, what is this? Way to put the knight on b5. I don't get the point of this move. This looks very, very strange because the knight should go to d5, not to b5. This cannot be a good move, in my opinion. Looks super weird to put the knight on b5. Now we can go with the move e4. Looks very good, I think, to play the move e4. So let's go. Maybe there is something like knight on g5 and taking on e4, but I think we're gonna have good play, but on the other hand, why not just to castle short side? So we can also just castle short side, very, very safe actually. Why not to do it? So of course I will play the short castle now, because I don't understand what is the point of the move knight on b5, because the knight belongs to d5, or you do nothing, so you play the move a3. To put the knight on b5, looks to me very strange, because there's no point in having the knight on b5. Now we have bishop on d3, another a bit unusual decision for this kind of positions, because where the bishop goes? I think I can play simple moves as a rook e8, or I can go even the move d5, but I think the rook e8 is looking like something nice. We would like to play e4 next. Now we have knight on b5, not doing much. Now we have bishop on d3, which is, I mean, strangely placed, to say it softly. Knight on g5. We have the move h6. Probably the idea is to get the knight on e4, but still it's good for black. But usually we have the move g6 in this kind of positions, because it's better to block the bishop, just to be sure. We block the bishop. We should not forget that sometimes we have the option of going back with the bishop, and then we have this knight on b4. Oh, h4. He wants to crush me. I don't know if this is a good decision to attack when you have like very basic development with the white pieces. Usually it ends with something bad for white, so I don't think it is a great play, way too risky. Yes, there is a move h5 coming, but it looks a little bit risky in my opinion. Alright, how can we do something next here? We can simply play this move bishop f8. As I said, we can put the bishop here on g7, so there will be never a checkmate, like zero chance to checkmate afterwards. On the other hand, it's so tempting to play immediately the move d5, because it feels good to have the pawn on d5. So maybe, should we go for the very safe bishop f8? Or should we push with the move d5? There's gonna be c takes d5, we take with a knight on d5. It doesn't seem like there is a mating attack, at least I don't see it. So, I don't know what is better. Maybe first let's play the move bishop f8, just in case, because now we would like to play knight on b4. So we can expect from white, I guess, a3. Yeah, this is what is being played. And I think now the move d5 is looking very nice in my opinion. Also h6, there is some knight of 7, but also this might be good for black. But okay, let's go with the move d5, because I cannot imagine that to play with the king on e1 in a long run. I don't think it can work. So, knight on d5. Now the knight on g5 theoretically might be under attack. To sacrifice here doesn't look like very dangerous, so he goes with the move bishop on c4 and trying to put some pressure here. Makes sense. Plus he wants to take, and to take on c7. Yeah, this is a good move by my opponent. At the moment to take, I will take then on g2, so this is not so dangerous. Maybe we should go the move h6. Let's double check the move h6, because it's very important that the move h6 is actually working. Where can the knight go? Knight goes to e4 probably, then we go with the move bishop on e6. This is looking not so bad, but there is take c7, we're gonna take on e4, so this is okay. Well, let's double check, because it's a little bit risky here. We can play some safe continuation like knight on e7, very safe. Not much is going to happen in case we play the move knight on e7, so just in case we have it. Maybe actually I should play the move knight e7 because it feels so good, but it feels like also I should have something more than that. But maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. To play h6 it is a bit risky. It might be a very good move, but it might be also a big mistake. So here it's a little bit like 50-50, so maybe let's go with the move knight on e7. There is some move like e4 next. We play c6. Also, it's a fight, not so easy, so let's double check again. h6, where does it go? The knight from g5, e4, we play here. Take, seems to be okay, a little risky, let's risk, let's go. Let's go with the move h6. Not 100% sure it is a great decision. Something like this might go bad, but maybe it's very good, so we will see. Let me see the chat. Knight takes f7, so he goes for this crazy sacrifice. Okay, let's take it. e4, so he wants to win the pawn back. Alright, but we have this knight on d4. I think he has missed the move knight on d4, if I'm correct. We have, again, to double check everything. Also, bishop e6 is not looking easy, but knight on d4, so take. We have the rook here. What could be the idea for white? I don't know. So let's go with the move knight on d4. As you can see, the rook joins now the game. In case white is taking, we would take with the queen. He does short castle, that's alright. Now we have few options because the pawn is hanging here, so we can just take the pawn. I think it's not a bad position. We can play c6 and take with the pawn as well in d5. Also, this looks like pretty nice position for black. At least I don't think it's worse. We can also play bishop e6 and take with the bishop on d5. Also, this is looking perfectly okay. So, which move we have to choose next? I don't know. I don't know what we should do here. Maybe first, let's play very safe. So let's go with the move king on g7. Probably we'll see the move bishop takes d5. In case pawn takes, we're gonna take on h4, so we will win the pawn back. In case bishop takes, we're gonna play c6, and then we're gonna take the pawn. Bishop takes, so we go c6 as we planned. The bishop has to go back somewhere. And now we will take the pawn on h4. So what do we have? We have equal material on the board. But who is doing actually better here? I don't know. It's an interesting position. Let's see. Should we put the bishop here on d6? I'm not so 100% sure about it. Maybe we have an interesting option, by the way, to play a4. So let's try to get the rook eventually to h5. I could have done the same with the move rook e5. Maybe I should have done it to go immediately to h5. But somehow I would like to have this rook a5 on the board. It feels good because we might get the rook to c5. We might get the rook even to h5 with a bit of luck. So I don't think that black is in danger of being worse here. Obviously, position is very fighting. Everything can happen, but I think we're doing fine. Let's think now. I think let's go here. Or there is somewhere the move queen on c4, but I don't think it's possible to play it immediately, so we have a little bit of time. Or can we go with the move rook on c5? No, I think we should go bishop f5 because it feels good to have this pawn on d3 targeted. Now we should play the move rook on c5, I think. We try to attack the queen. Queen takes, interesting, but I think I can take now here on... Can I take? Because the idea is here, take rook on e7. Let's take a look if this is working. Okay, let me take. Let me take the pawn on d3. It's a very fighting position, so let's see how it goes. So we have here rook under attack. White has to do something. On the other hand, the pawn is also hanging, but I think I can just take the rook, so this should be okay for black. At least I believe so. In case of queen on b3, we play bishop c4. He's gonna take. We're gonna play rook on e7. Huge fight, huge fight. Very big fight here on the board. A very tactical position currently is what we have. I must be a little careful here with the king on g7. Oh, he just plays the move rook f2. Interesting. So We have to defend the pawn on d4. Maybe we should improve the position of the rook. Should we go crazy with the move rook on c2, but it looks like a bit too much, I think. So maybe rook on b5. Does it work? I think b4. Well, he's playing very, very quickly. Still, this move queen on b3 is a dangerous threat, so let's go back. To take here is not that dangerous, but problem is that we're slowly getting out of time. Time is running. Okay, I have to go away because otherwise I think I'm just gonna lose. The rook is in trouble. Rook on e1. He also plays so quickly. We have no time on the clock, so this is very, very bad. First, we had a nice position, but I think I have to play something like this. Not to be lost. So rook a6. Next, I will try to take and to survive in a bad position. Now we are in trouble. But maybe with some luck, we might be able to survive. Let's see. So we have to take. We have to take. This is obvious. Little time on the clock. I should have played faster. e6. It's not a great move, but maybe it's just so difficult to play here for black. f5, he's playing so quick, he's just out pushing me. Where should I go here? Yeah, this is looking like I'm gonna lose the game because I will be not fast enough. Yeah, this is looking like a game over. We are losing the current game. And e7, and that's it, yeah. Yes, we have lost. Okay, good game by our opponent. We had a good position in the beginning, but then I misplayed the game. First, this knight on b5, he played really poorly in the beginning, but then he played extremely well in the middle game. So yeah, this is game over. So we have to resign. This was a good game by our opponent. Let's go back a little bit so we see. So for example, again, this knight on b5 is very, very poor play, of course, by white. It makes no sense to put the knight on b5. You should put the knight on d5 always. And here we're doing h4 is also a bad move. So here we're doing very, very well. Maybe d5 was a bit too early. And maybe h6. I should not have played h6, but I've been not so worried about this move e4. It doesn't look like it is a dangerous position. So, knight on d4, everything, I guess it was okay here. And a4, yeah, maybe a4 is a mistake. I should have done something like a rook on e5. I should have gone with a rook to h5 straight away. This would have been, I guess, much better, because we have more or less an equal position here. And yeah, I played very, very poorly. So this a4, not really needed. And then here's rook b5, also a bad move, yeah. This was a poor play by me, because still the position is pretty unclear. Maybe it's better already for white, but it's a big fight. But then I played very poorly. All right, let's go with the new game. So let's see. No, why I resigned? Because it was a lost position. It was losing already with a move e7. There was nothing I could do. So we had a lost position. We had no chance. Let's play the next game. e4, c5, knight on f3, e6, d4. So we have the main line of Paulsen with the move knight on c6. Let's go with the move knight on b5, quite rare move. Usually knight on c3 is the main. When I was young, I used to play this knight on b5. Not so bad, by the way. Idea is simple, that we would like to go knight on d6 next, in case we can. d6 and c4. Now we go back to c3. So we have this kind of strange hedgehog structure. It seems like white has lost a couple of tempos, of course, with a knight on b1, but on the other hand, we will get the hedgehog with a knight on c6, and usually the knight belongs to d7, then b6, and bishop belongs to b7. So, short castle. Now the usual development here is put the bishop to e3. The idea is that we might be able somewhere to play the move knight a4, not immediately, but just somewhere. Knight on d2 is what we play next, rook on c1, followed by the move knight on d5. So in case we get now the chance of playing knight on d5, this would be very good for white. Because queen on c7 is not perfectly positioned. So black has to play, I don't know what, because knight on d5 is coming next. Black has to be very, very careful now. Too early. The move queen c7 has been too early as well. I have ideas of playing queen on b3. And we attack the pawn on b6 as well. This might be very, very dangerous for black. So as you can see, the usual hedgehog is with a knight. Oh, he just goes back. What is this? This is funny. Have you ever seen in the opening queen c7 and afterwards just returning to d8? Yeah, this is very unusual. So let's go with the move queen on b3. As we said, this might be a great idea to try to win the pawn here. And knight a4, does it look like a good move? I think it looks not bad at all, so let's go for it. We still try to win the pawn on b6. Is there a defense for black? How to defend the pawn on b6? Welcome everyone. Good evening from the Emirates. In case you have some questions, please ask them. Don't be shy, you can ask your questions in the chat. If I see them, I will reply. Sometimes when the game is tough, I have no time to reply to your questions, but I always check afterwards, and yeah. So, knight on a5. I think can I play like queen on c3? There is probably bishop f6. This is the idea, and then I go queen on b4. So I attack both pawns here. Is it not just a great position for white? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Of course, it's possible also just to go back and then to play the move b4. It's gonna be better, but I think I can aim for more than just being a bit better. Let's try. Queen on c3. Double attack. I would like to take, and I would like to take on g7. Many are saying that chess is a game of double attack. So let's see. Let's see if this is true. So, is there a way to defend the current position with the black pieces? What can black do here to defend the pawn on g7? Is there a way to do something? Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult to defend the pawn on g7. Maybe there is no way for it. Let's check. Bishop comes here, we go here. d6 is hanging and d6, so he gives me the opportunity to take. Knight takes b6. What could be the plan for black after I'm taking on b6? I see nothing, so let's take. If knight takes, we're gonna take on a5. So this would mean we win just a full pawn on b6 without actually a lot of effort. Very good start. Very good start of the game. Just a pawn up. And most probably we will see an endgame. So endgame with a pawn up. This is something very, very nice. This song is marked. You like the music? You like my music, HDBM? I think it's quite relaxing music. So, endgame. Welcome to Tommy Toklin. Please, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the nice comment. So, now, what comes next with white? It would be good to freeze a knight on d2 because we have this little bit of pressure here. So I think to play f3 is looking very, very reasonable. So we close the bishop. This is going to be quite useful for the future. Let's bring the rook to d1 next, or we have all the pieces in the game. And next we will see what happens next. Maybe knight on b3, knight on d4, a5. Okay, so let us try to bring the knight to b5. If we get the knight on b5, I think that's gonna be just basically game over, because we are a pawn up, plus the knight is getting to b5. So we have like not only an extra pawn, but we'll have as well a better game, and extra pawn plus a better game. It would be just too much. So the one before, the song before had EBM. Yeah, okay. During the comments, actually, I'm not listening so much to the music, just sometimes, because too many things at once. Alright, king gets closer. The idea is good to put the king to the center by my opponent, but it just might be too late because we get the knight on b5 now. d6 will get quite weak in case black is going to defend with something like bishop a6. Yes, he's going for it. So still I will play the move knight on b5, because here in case he takes, I will take back. Extra pawn plus bishop pair, plus we are in an endgame. Too many pluses to hold this position to a draw for black. It's not very realistic. Yes, so I see a question in the chat. Are you on OTB? I don't know what is OTB. What is OTB? So take. It would be good to have here, of course, the 2 pass pawns instead of 1. So let's see what happens next. Rook on b8. He tries to be active here, but I think I can go even rook c6. Maybe a bit too early, rook on c6, because who knows if this is a win, or maybe there are some chances for black to hold the position. So let's play like ultra safe here, because we have all the time in the world. What can we do here? We can try to attack the pawn on a5, so we have something like bishop on d2, bishop takes a5, not looking bad. We have bishop a7. Oh, I like this move, bishop a7. Bishop a7 is my favorite move, so I think we're gonna play it. Very, very good looking bishop on a7. We would like to take the rook, this is obvious. In case the rook goes, we go b6. So we promote the b pawn. Great bishop on a7, looks very, very good. So, over the board tournaments, if I play, rarely. I play now quite rarely because I don't have so much time, and I'm just got 40 years old. So, my time of many tournaments is in the past. In the past, I have been quite active. Usually, I've been playing, I don't know, average probably 90-100 games per year. So, and now, no, not anymore. Sometimes I do play. I play maybe, I don't know, 30-40 games per year. So sometimes if I see a nice open, I'm playing it. For example, lately I played in Abu Dhabi Open. I shared the first place. It was a very, very good open and fantastic conditions because we played in Sant Regis Hotel, so one of the best hotels in Abu Dhabi. It was so well organized, fantastic tournament. exceptional tournament in Abu Dhabi. I would advise you, if you have time, to participate in Abu Dhabi. I think one of the best tournaments in the world from the organization point of view. Now, I think we have a win. So let's focus now a little bit on the chessboard. Calculate for yourself. I think we have a winning continuation. It is connected to the b7 idea. I give you 20 seconds to find it, and then I'm gonna play it because I am quite sure it is a win. So try to find it a little bit for yourself so you get this kind of feeling for the game. Just to watch is good, but to work a little bit is better. So next move, I will make the next move now, and it is to take on c5. This is a winning continuation. We are sacrificing here on c5 to get the b7 next, and it looks like it is game over. I see some questions in the chat. Yeah, our opponent just resigns, so we managed to win the game. Let's start a new one. Have you played against Magnus? Yes, I have played maybe over, I don't know, 20 games against Magnus. Many games, yeah. I see that Samuseli 4483, rook takes c5, good. Also by Michel, good. In case you see tactics like rook takes c5, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. That means you're quite sharp tactically. So, nice. c4, what is this? What is the move c4? Now we have the d4 under control. So we are starting with almost a better position here for black. c4. This kind of stuff usually should not be played by white. Bishop gets to g7, so we control the d4 square. Our opponent is playing very slow, so let's go with the move, funny move h5, h4. h5 is not the best, so it's better to put just simple bishop on g7. But h5 is funny because we would like to play h4, so this is what we do next. So we have like a more funny position. Oh, g4. Now we will control like all the dark squares. We have full control over all the dark squares. Amazing. Let's go now. What should we do here? We have so many good options. e5, e6, maybe bishop h6. But I like the move e5 just to close the bishop forever on g2. The bishop is a dead piece. Now we go with the move bishop h6, very important. We would like to change now our bad bishop here against a good bishop on c1, because our idea of black in the current position is very simple. We play against the bishop on g2, so we will change these bishops. Then we're gonna play d6, something very simple. Then we're gonna play g5 in case we can. Knight e7, knight g6, knight gets to f4. And that's it. We will have a full domination on the chessboard. So he goes with the move d3. Obviously, we follow our plan. We take immediately the bishop on c1. We follow our plan and we go with the move d6 or knight e7 first. I think it does not matter. Or is there a difference? Let's double check for a little bit. Maybe let's start with the move knight e7, but I think there is no big difference, to be honest. But just in case, let's go knight e7 first, because I would like to get this g5 move. Now we play for sure the move g5, followed by the move knight on g6. Our strategy to keep this bishop on g2 close forever. So the bishop is not gonna move. Knight on g6. Next is the d6 move. This is what we play. Maybe there is some b4 idea by white, but it's not very dangerous, so d6. Next, we're gonna change the knight, and then we're gonna change the bishop versus the knight. Then we have this beautiful knight against the bad bishop on g2, so we will follow our strategy. Let's see if it works. But usually it should work. It should work somehow. Welcome everyone to VChess. Welcome. So, I hope you're enjoying my commentaries here. On VChess, we have a lot of educational content as well. We have a beautiful application, we have chess books, we give chess lessons, we got you covered whatever you need, literally. So don't be shy to write us an email. As well, we support you in case you want to open your own chess club. This is something very interesting that we are offering now. So we give you full support, we give you everything regarding business, how to make a profitable business with a chess club, or in case you are just someone who wants to support your local chess club, we provide you with great chess material, etc. So we have many options for all of chess lovers, whatever you do. We have good stuff, and of course another advantage is we are here professional, so it means there is so much scam everywhere. This is just terrible to watch, because we see many things like win in 4 moves, the best opening ever, etc, etc. It does not exist. This is not what we do. So we don't scam you. We provide you with real stuff, with real objective stuff that could be very, very useful. Alright, let's go back to the game. Now we can go with a knight on d4, so let's do it. Beautiful knight on d4. Here, little hole on b3. Plus, we would like to go knight on f4. As I said earlier, this is our idea, to get knight on f4 and to close the bishop as much as we can. We can do it by taking first here, but in case we take first on d5, there might be e takes d5. We get the beautiful knight on f4, but then theoretically he has this bishop e4. It's still very good for black, out of question. But do we really need to do that? So we have knight f4 immediately, like, in my opinion, very, very good option. What a monster knight here on d4. So I think we should go first, knight on f4. I would not like to give this bishop this the freedom, in theory, even to get to e4. Ooh, now this bishop is a pawn. So how would you call this piece? Is it a bishop or is it a pawn? I would say it is a pawn. This is not a bishop. So next, what we do next? We have to be active now here on the queen side. So we switch our strategy to the queen side. We have immediately the move a4, not looking bad at all, because if the knight takes, we have the move b5. White cannot take because of bishop b3. So a4, take b5, there's knight on c3 back, and we're gonna take on c4, so obviously better position for black, way better. In case we don't play a4, white might play a4 by himself, so this is something that we should avoid. So we have queen on b6, or to play a4 immediately, because there's also a play connected to the move f5, but then we have to be very, very good on the g file. I'm not sure that we can make the move f5 work. Yes, maybe we can, so maybe, but why not to play the move a4? This is so good to play the move a4. In case take, we have this b5, and in case white is not taking the pawn on a4, it means that long run we're gonna prepare the move b5 and we're gonna execute the move b5, and it's gonna be game over. Even if I give exchange, if the knight is better than the rook, yeah, this could be. This could be at some point really that the knight might be even better than the rook. But why to give exchange in case there is no need? Then we can wait a little bit. Let's prepare the simple move b5, because it looks like in case I get the move b5, it's gonna be just game over. Look at this bishop here on g2. This is not a bishop, it is a pawn. Now he tries maybe to get the bishop to d1, but it takes so long to do that. So let's get ready to push b5. We can push immediately the move b5, not looking bad, but why to push immediately? So let's prepare. We have all the time in the world to prepare the move b5. King on d7, because I would like to get the rook to b8 first, and then we're gonna play the move b5. He likes to get this bishop d1. this is what he wants. Yes, I understand. Maybe not a bad idea, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. So let's get the rook to b8. We are getting ready for the b5 push. b5 is coming. This is what we will play next. As well, in case he gets the bishop to d1, we still have the move bishop d7 in case we want. So let's see. Let's see if we play the move b5, or maybe we will play... What else can we do here? Maybe queen on b6 first, but this is strange. I think it's time to push. It's time to push. So let's go with the move b5. We prepared long enough to push b5, so let's do it. Basically, it doesn't matter what he plays next. We will play the move b5. b5 looks to be unstoppable. So, welcome everyone to the chat. I hope you're enjoying my comments. In case you do, please like and subscribe. This would help our channel to grow. Queen on e1 been played, so as I promised, let's go with the move b5. Let's go. We waited for so long to play the move b5. Now finally we play the move b5. Think white has to take, no? Yes, white takes. Now, should we take it back immediately? Because there is this d4 push sometimes, somewhere. I don't know if we should take it immediately or we should wait a little bit. I think it's okay to take, but maybe we can do even something better than this because we have no rush. So, maybe to give exchange, like Hadi BM been suggesting that even with exchange down we might be doing very well, but should we give an exchange? Yeah, let's do it, because we have this monster knight here on d4, so it should be a beautiful position. I just don't know if this is a winning position, but let's see. Let's see if we can win the current position. It looks like a very, very good position. This knight on d4 is worth at least a rook. So I think we can give the exchange. That's alright. He takes. Let's go for the endgame, I guess. Next we're gonna take. And then we come back with our knight on d4. So basically white is completely paralyzed, except there is this g5 push, which is I think very double-edged, because g5 can be good, can be also bad. h3 pawn is getting weak. The next idea by black, we have few options here. We have the option of changing the bishop immediately, then to take with the pawn and then try to get the c4 idea or d5 idea. So d5 is definitely one possibility here. We have the next option to get the king to a5, so he's getting ready to push, but I think I should get my king first to a5 to protect the a4 pawn, and then let's see what happens next. So he would like, he likes to get g6. Okay, I think g5 is very, very double-edged, because again a3 pawn is getting weak. I'm not 100% it's a good move, g5. Playable, yeah, playable for sure. Let's get the king to a5 as we spoke. This is a good square for the king, because king defends now the pawn, and we can activate the rook here from a8. Where should the rook go? Now we have, I think we have this option of playing rook b8, no? And get the bishop to b2, because take, g6, take, and then we take f3. It looks like a very nice position for black. We can of course do nothing by playing like rook to g8, but I think we should aim for more than this. And rook to g6, yes, this is possible, but I don't think it is the best that we can do here. Or maybe it's also not so bad. Rook g8, get the bishop to d7 to protect the pawn, and then to run with the king here to g6 and win the pawn. Ooh, this is like a dream case, of course, but This idea is like such a long run idea. Does it work? I don't know. It looks like it's such a long run idea, long term stuff. Maybe too much. Maybe it is just too far. So, but maybe not so bad actually. Okay, let's try it because it's funny. Maybe I can make it happen. So I would like to put the rook here on g6 to stop the move g6. This is plan number 1. This is number 1. Then I will play bishop on b3, maybe even just to change, because white is quite paralyzed. Or maybe I play bishop d7 and oh, he gives me the pawn. Well, this is very surprising. So I take. I am a little bit surprised why he gives me the pawn straight away, but okay, if he wishes so. We play bishop f7 maybe. So we defend here on g6. Very safe everything. Next, knight on e6 for example, followed by the move somewhere, the move g5. We don't need to play g5 immediately, but maybe on a here, bishop h5, we can catch the rook, or not yet. So let me think a little bit. It feels like this is a good idea to get the bishop attacking the pawn on d3. Of course, I would like to keep my g6 pawn alive if I can, but maybe it's difficult, so let's see. Let's see if I can keep it alive, or I will have to give up on the g6 pawn. I think maybe this move is looking good. So I get my rook to b7, trying to get to the b2 pawn. White is pretty paralyzed, so I believe slowly somehow we are going to find a way to win some material. So can I win something already? Not yet. Okay, let's go with the move rook on b7. It's a bit strange, but I don't see how to win some material here. It should be winning. It has to be winning, but I don't see how. Okay, maybe it's time to play the move knight on e6 and followed by the move g5. The only problem is it's gonna be difficult to move the knight somewhere, but maybe we'll find a way. So g5. Now I would like to bring somehow. Let's put the bishop first here. Maybe this move knight on d4 in the right moment. We have to get the king now to f6, and then it will be game over, but not so easy to get the king there. He just keeps on waiting, okay? Let's get the beautiful knight here on d4. Let's go back. Let's attack the pawn here. We should be so close to win the game, but how to finish the game here? Okay, let's give a check. I think we have to play c4. We have to push something because I'm moving, and I can find nothing to win the game, and suddenly it's already a bullet game, which of course I would like to avoid, but I just didn't know how to do that, so let's go. Good night. Check, finally. Is it a win? I think we can take, and yes, we win the game. We are winning here. All in all, not a bad game, not a bad game. I should have won it way earlier. But still, quite a nice positional game. He wants a rematch, so we accept it. This time we will be wait, but all in all, nice game, nice positional game, I think. Finally. So let me read the chat. Welcome everyone to VChess. I hope you're enjoying my comments. I hope you're enjoying the games we play. I try to comment in the way that it's understandable. In case you like, please subscribe, like our channel. You would help us to grow. Thank you. So there is a question. Why is Blue Bomb not very strong player? I don't understand your question very much. He is not very strong in comparison to the top players, but of course he's a very strong grandmaster. Let's go with the move e4. Bishop on g7 and f3. So we keep this pawn structure here very strong. Next move, bishop on d3, followed by the move knight g2. So we play very safe line. e6 is also pretty standard. Now we can take with a e pawn or with a c pawn. Both is possible. Usually c pawn is the way to take. And black is gonna try to push the move b5 in a good moment. I will try to avoid the move b5 and I will play short castle. So short castle. Let's see if black is quick enough to get b5 done. If not, usually white is doing a little better. So yeah. Thank you very much for the nice comments. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's go with the move king h1. It's always useful to go away from this long diagonal because there might be some nasty checks somewhere. Like this, it looks like everything is under control. So yes, by the way, let me know who tried our application VChess. Write in the chat, please, in case you like our application or you think it's not the best, because every advice is very valuable, so we are happy to hear as well negative comments, but of course the negative comments should make sense, so you can propose what you would like to improve in the app. By the way, there is a second version already coming very soon. 1 month, 1.5 months, we'll have the next version already uploaded. It will be better. Where is it available? You can download in Google Store, in Apple Store, so depends if you have Android or Apple phone. Queen on c7, idea is to play c4. This is very normal. We should do something with our bishop here. Bishop is quite passive, so let's get the bishop out. g5 is a normal square to put the bishop, because now we have this kind of multiple ideas in mind. Somewhere we might push f4 e5. Somewhere, okay, here we go away. h6, not so dangerous, because we have this structure of f3 and e4, so bishop can always be pretty confidently placed on h4. After knight to e5, now it's a very interesting moment, because we can let knight takes d3, but usually we should not. That's why I think I should go bishop on c2. Usually to give the bishop, it's possible, for example, to push immediately the move f4. Yes, for sure, it would have been very interesting to play 4, but usually it would be great for white to keep the bishop. And I think that in case of knight on c4, we have queen c1. So now black is getting ready for the move b5, and this was obvious, so this is a main idea for black to get the b5 move. And let's go with the move f4. So it's time to push, I think. Maybe still a bit too early, but it's just so tempting to play here the move f4. Next is coming e5, so we will push on the position of black with all the pieces we have. Knight on g4, knight on c4 looked more typical. So, should we sacrifice here with the move e5, d6, and push? Very possible. Also, to play just a calm move as queen on d2 is looking good, because h3, and we catch the knight on g4. So, should we try to catch the knight or should we go crazy with a move e5? e5 is crazy. It can go both ways. Queen on d2 is looking also so good to play the move queen on d2 because I don't see how to avoid the move h3. h3 is coming next. In case of b5, alright, we're gonna take and then we're gonna play the move h3. It looks like a better position for white. Okay, so we take. As promised, maybe e5 first is also looking very good. So e5, he is going to take. We play the move d6 and then we play the move h3. Looks so powerful to do that. On the other hand, h3, the knight has no squares to go, so there's b5 almost forced. We go back, he's gonna take on e4, we're gonna take, I'm gonna take g4. Okay, he has two pawns for a piece, so white is doing for sure better. But I think I should go with the move e5 because it feels so good to play the move e5. I don't know why, but I think it's just such a good feeling that you play e5 and then let's see what happens. Maybe still the move b4 is available, so I don't know. Should we go crazy or just simply win the game? This is the question here. What is better? Crazy play or simple win? Okay, let's go. Let's go with the move e5. It's so tempting. I guess objectively h3 is probably the better choice, but I see now e5. It's like when you see something that you like so much, not to play, it becomes very, very difficult. Sometimes in chess it's so difficult to stop yourself in case you like a move. You really want to play it and you know that maybe you have something better, but you still play it. This happened to me so many times. So we have the move b4 as we expected. This is correct. Play by black. And should we play the move knight a4 or knight on e4? Maybe also knight on d1. Where to put the knight? I think to put the knight on a4 is looking like a good idea because white to give a full piece. So now we don't give a full piece, the knight is still hanging on f6. The idea, in case of taking, we go with the move d6, then we play the move h3. So let's go. d6, the knight in theory might be able to take on c5 in a good moment. I don't know when the good moment is going to arise, but let's see. And we would like to go h3, so queen on c6. Whoa. What can we do here? There should be a way to get a good position here, I think, with the white pieces. But of course, very dynamic everything. Maybe h3 as we planned, so we would like to take the knight on g4. Let's see if we can. In case we win the knight on g4, I think white should be better. Let's see. This is a very crazy position. So many options here. So many options for black, many options for white. Very hard position to play actually. Because if you have so many options, difficult to make a move. When you have just one option or just two options, then it's easy. But oh, we have a new member. Welcome. Welcome, Tony. Tony Toklin, welcome. Welcome to VChess. I'm very happy to see you at our VChess community. We have the move b3. Well, good play by my opponent. Looks very strong, actually, b3. So, to go to d1 looks ugly because there is knight on e4. To go to b1, maybe. But I think I should go to d3. There is some kind of e4 stuff. What should I play? What should I actually play here? Maybe I should take. Not so easy to make a smart decision. No, I think I should go here. Yeah, maybe not the best because there is this e4. Too complex to play these positions. So many options, too many options to choose from. So bishop on b7. He is trying to give me a checkmate. Yeah, good play by my opponent. I think we're getting under pressure here. Let's go with the move knight on c3 to get the bishop b5 plus defending the pawn on g2. The knight is hanging. Everything here is hanging. Knight on e3. Wow. Wow, very, very good play by our opponent. So I think I have to play like rook to f2. I don't see something else. This is sort of a must. Now bishop b5 might be played next. So still, it's a complete mess on the chessboard. Who is doing better? Probably, I think black is better here. By feeling, he should have something. But let's see. It's not a must, but it feels like black is doing very well. This is the feeling that I have. Maybe it's wrong, but it feels like this because the bishop is so good here on b7. Yes, my threat bishop b5 is very, very dangerous, of course. And the knight is hanging as well here on e3, so very dynamic position. I don't know how the game is going to end. I see Tommy followed us on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch been so long ago for me. How long ago is it? I think it's a year 2021, I guess, no? I don't even remember exactly already. Very long time ago. Okay, so let's calculate again what is going on here. Should we take first or should we go bishop b5 first? I think we should take first because otherwise I might not survive here. Let's take. I guess black is going to take back. And let's go with the move bishop on b5. If I'm not missing something, we might be able to collect the rook on e8. And actually, where the queen will go next? Oh, maybe we caught the queen on c6. Wow, I'm even surprised myself that we might be able to catch the queen on c6. This feels so weird, but maybe there is just bishop takes c3 that is available now for black. Feels very, very strange, but maybe we are lucky enough to catch almost the queen because there is just bishop c3. And after bishop takes c3, we have a couple of moves in the position. I think we should just take back with a knight. Yes, we caught the queen. Very funny. Very funny that the queen has no moves. It happens like almost never. To catch the queen is so rare. So yeah, sometimes luck is with the people who are just lucky. Usually, I guess it goes luck is with the brave, but I think by far not always, as we see many brave chess players going down very, very quickly. So I think the luck is with the lucky ones. Sometimes you just have to be lucky in the things you do. Like everywhere, a little bit of luck is not harming. So I think bishop takes c3 is a must. So there is nothing else because in case of queen on c8, there is d7. Yeah, he takes. I'm gonna take with a knight. Now we should be able to take the rook, I think. What comes next? I think d7 should be the next move. Still, the knight is very, very good here on e3, so it's by far not over. We have to play very, very well here to win the game. I think d7 is almost must, or king on g1 first. I would love to take here on f4, but I just don't know how to make it happen. little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous to do that. Maybe it works, but I'm not 100% sure that it does. So I think, what should we do here? Not so easy to make a sensible move. Okay, let's go d7. Probably I have to play d7, and now it's gonna be a very important moment. The question is, can I take it? Because I really want to take rook e4. Ooh, very tough decision. Okay, let's go for it. It might work, but it's a little bit crazy because there is this knight takes on g2. But I think after take here, I might go. I wanted to go rook e4, but now I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it does work to play the move knight on rook on e4, but maybe just to go here is a little bit better because I don't think there is a win for black. Maybe there is. Okay, let's go with our initial idea. Rook e4. Sometimes initial ideas are just the lucky ones. So, as we said, sometimes we have to be lucky. Let's be lucky now. I think he has to take, because if he will not take, what else? What else can be played? I don't know. So, I think he has to take, and what we do next? We have a couple of ideas, so let's see. I already can see a couple of tricks that white might be able to confuse black. I think position is just insane here. No idea who is doing better. Very tactical still everything, and so short on time. Yes, he takes. This is also what I thought. He has to take. He gives me the piece, so I think he should have gone knight h4. To give a piece is usually not the best idea. Also here, the pawn cannot be taken. Oh, he gives me also queen. He panicked. He panicked in quite an unclear position. And yeah, finally we win the game. So thank you very much for your support. For those who are watching, in case you're enjoying, please like and subscribe. So this position, I think a crazy one. I thought knight h4 has to be played. And the problem is there is queen on c6 coming next. So what I thought is that maybe I have queen a5. Idea is simple, that probably black has to take now. We take, and in case of taking, I have here the fork. So let's say black plays something like f5, and I'm gonna take the pawn on c5. And I believe that this should be okay for white. I don't think that I'm better. I guess it should be approximately equal. The knight is very poorly placed, so most probably I will be in time to take the pawn on b3. And then by having so little time on the clock, I don't know who is doing better here. Objectively should be a draw, but with a pawn on d7, sometimes we can push a little bit, maybe with the white piece, especially with a little time on the clock. Of course, in a classical game, this is gonna be an easy draw, but in a blitz game, everything can happen. So this is what I thought, that I have this queen a5, because I don't know if I can play queen on d5, so this is very interesting. But the question is, let's say knight on f5, what's next to play? Rook a8, trying to promote the d pawn. Maybe, but I'm so many pawns down. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is working. Maybe it is, so I can go rook a8 and try to mate the black king on g8. Maybe, I don't know. Too complex to take conclusions here. It could go both ways. Maybe it's great for white. Maybe there is something that black is capable of doing, and that's it. So very double-edged position, I would say. But okay, a very interesting game. Very interesting game. I think first we had a better position, then I misplayed it, and then we came back. So very interesting game. King h2 is safer, HDVM? Yeah, maybe. Thank you for the nice comments. Let's go with the next game. So, e4. Let's go. Knight on f3. And let's play the Spanish, and it's gonna be the last game for today for myself, because not so much time, and I've been streaming as well in the morning, so for me it's a little bit difficult to stream that often. We have this kind of crazy Spanish with a move f5. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. I think it's very risky to play this with the black pieces, but of course it's possible. I see some question. I see a question by Saw939. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. It's so many years ago. I think we all said many things that, of course, some things been correct, some things been not correct. Many years ago, Blue Bomb had approximately back then 2650, and I never had a feeling he has a strength of 2650. Now many years has passed, and he's in the candidates for sure. He deserved to be there. He played fantastic tournament to qualify for the candidates. But of course, as you can see, he's not doing well in the candidates. He tries to make a draw with white, and with black he's suffering. So I don't think it's a great strategy all in all. He became a very good player, but he did not become the very top. So back then, many thought that he might be getting to top 10 in the world, but for me, I could not see him there. So let's continue. Let's go with the move, maybe bishop queen on c4, no? Can I go queen c4? Because I would like to take on c6, and we have this knight on g5 as well coming next. So yeah, maybe it works. Knight on g5 next could be very dangerous. Let's see how black can do something against the move knight on g5, or I'm gonna win the pawn on c6. So one of those. To win a pawn, why not? To play knight on g5 is looking good. Yeah, queen on d7, nice approach. Good play by my opponent, but is it good enough to stay alive in the current position? Maybe a very good play. Let's see. It would be great to push here somehow with the move knight on d5. Should I play it? Because I'm not sure that actually I'm pushing. There is a6 coming next. This is the problem. So how can I do something against this a6 next? It feels like I should have some knight takes e5 somewhere. So many tactics here. But it doesn't look like it is working. I am wondering, a little bit strange that it doesn't work, but it seems not to work. And in case I have to take on c6, this is pretty sad, because this is for sure not the idea for white in the current position to take on c6. So let's start maybe with a move knight on d5. He goes bishop d8 back. Yeah, this was quite expected. Next is still the move a6. In theory, I might go queen a4. All of this is not looking easy. So maybe just to retreat, or queen on e2, play very safe move. Is it worse to start playing very safe? Maybe it's time to play very safe here. Maybe there is something like knight on b4, but I don't know if this is a good play. This is the problem, because still the move a6 is coming. Yes, I'm gonna win the pawn here, but is it better for white? This is a question. Maybe it is. Okay, let's go knight b4, because I don't see something else. I don't see another option than knight on b4. Obviously, a6 is going to be played next. This is clear. And the question is it a better position for white, or black is okay there? I don't know. Very difficult to say. I might play bishop a4, b5, take with the queen here. This endgame, I think it's more or less equal. So probably I have to take, and probably I have to take. So I don't have something better. Cool. Bishop on b7, good move. Good move. I have to take. And probably there's bishop g5 now, queen on g4. I'm gonna take the e4 pawn is hanging. Yes, this is unpleasant, but also c7 pawn is hanging, so... is it the way to play here, bishop on g5, or should I play just the move knight on d2? But then there's this d5, I don't think that I'm doing better. That's why... bishop g5, bishop takes e4, I'm gonna take. If he takes, I take the rook. Yeah, okay. I think I should play bishop g5, otherwise I'm not doing better. So I have to push. I don't have a choice. If I would have a choice, I would prefer not to play so risky. But I don't think I have a choice. And that's why bishop g5 is looking sort of forced to go back, and then d5. This is, I think, just an equal position. Black is way too active here. So, all right. Let me take a look at the chat. What do we have here? We still have the move d5, so then it was now a good decision to play bishop g5 in case black still plays a move d5, so yeah. Then I think we took a good decision here. Now simply take or queen on b4, attacking the bishop here. Also looks like pretty nice, but why not to take? Take there. Okay, I think to take is, it looks like a decent decision, and queen on c3 is what I wanted to play here. Knight e4 doesn't work because we're gonna take the pawn, so it looks pretty good. We are trying to get a pawn on e5, so knight takes e5 for example. Then we have the long castle, we have the short castle. This is always good when you have both as an option. I believe it starts to look like a nice position for white, except there is something special now for black. White should be doing good here. I see some comments in the chat. Let me first play a move and then I'm gonna read. So I think we can take here with the queen because there is no check, there is no nothing. So let's take with the queen. We have a full pawn up. Looks like a very beautiful position now for white. Castle will be the next move. So we just castle short side. We have this check here on b3 in case we need it. Rook on b3 is coming. Rook on d1, I mean, is coming next. So the idea is very simple because we have the bishop against knight. So first of all, we can take the knight. This is for sure better for white. Another idea is just to get rook to d1. We have this check here and we try to attack the pawns on a6 and c7. So it must be a position with a big advantage for white. As well, in case we get an endgame where we have bishop versus knight, the bishop usually does much better than the knight in case we have the fight on both flanks, and it seems like it's gonna be a fight on both flanks. That means that bishop is theoretically doing better than the knight, but it's gonna be a fight many moves from now. So let's go for the endgame. Of course, we take with the a pawn because a6 is now so weak. Rook on d6, is it a defense? He might go here, rook c6, and we're gonna play c3, so not a big help. We have to be accurate here, we have to be precise, so let us not play something after which he might escape. So let's start maybe with a move rook a5. We would like to take the pawn, plus we are putting in theory this pressure. Oh, he has missed the move bishop e7. If I'm correct, that's it. So he played way too fast the move knight e4, and now I think we can play the move bishop e7, no? Bishop e7, and it looks like it is game over. It looks like that's it. So we're winning, we're winning. He played way too fast, as you can see. He has spent almost zero time, and now he has to resign already. So all in all, pretty safe win for white. Okay, in case you're enjoying my comments, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends we have here a nice new educational channel, VChess. You can download our application, send us an email with some requests regarding anything. Of course, topic is chess. We provide you with almost everything. In case you want to open a chess club, we have some great ideas. In case you want private lesson, you have your talented boy who wants to get better, or a strong club player who finally wishes to get to the first board. We got you covered at VChess. So thank you very much for watching. Today a little bit short on my stream. I have to go. I've been streaming already in the morning. Not much time for me today. I hope to see you tomorrow. I will be probably streaming approximately like noon Dubai time, something like this, or 11 a.m. to 1 or maybe to 2 p.m. And maybe also tomorrow in the evening, but it's a bit difficult, as you can understand. Takes a lot of effort, plus it takes so many hours to be here with you. But I'm happy to see these nice comments. Thank you very much for that. And of course, I hope to see you at the next stream. So, wish you all a great day, great evening, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow. Bye.